Dancer. Well, there I am. I'm Rick Dancer. Welcome to Get Real with Rick Dancer. For you over on TikTok, we do some commercials right off the top because we got sponsors who sponsor our show. So one of our sponsors tonight is, of course, Kristen and Family Dentistry. We live in Eugene or Springfield. They're the people to go see. Provide great dental care. They love keeping you healthy, and they don't care what you believe, what your politics are, or any of that, which businesses shouldn't, should they? Chris Dental Family Dentistry also love these people. Rains Heating and Air Conditioning out of Cresswell. Great people, having a special right now. Now's the time. I didn't know. Did you know you're supposed to clean your fireplace, your gas fireplaces? You are. So they have a special going on where you can get that done right now, and just get in contact with them and find out more. And also our last sponsor for the night, hold on over here, TikTok. I know you can't see any of these. New Leaf Hyperbarics and Wellness Center, where they do light therapy, infrared light therapy on your head, on your body, anywhere you need it, if you know what I mean. They'll take care of you. It feels good, takes care of you. And they also have a special going on this month. This is our night where what we do is just a free-for-all. This is called FreeStyle. My main man, Rick, with perfect hair, Marty McFly. There he is. So I'm going to be going back and forth talking to both of you because I want to make sure all of you feel like you're part of the game. But we need comments over here. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook on 3 different channels, and we will be on Instagram later when I put it on there too. It's good to have you guys over here on this side. It's good to have you guys over here. So what's the topic tonight? What we normally do on FreeStyle is you guys just talk, you come up with questions, you come up with ideas. It's kind of your thing, and you kind of set the agenda, because I can do this all the time. Do you like my t-shirt? Yeah. Oh, you guys can't see it. Oh, let's see. I'll get them there. There it is. Yeah, I got that online. I like it too. It's fun. You got to have an opinion. And I think to me, we're in a place in our world where, we've got to start having an opinion. And it doesn't mean you take down the other people. I just wrote an article for our local paper. The guy who runs the paper did an article, and people, hey, good evening, you guys. Hi, Allison. And people were all mad. And so then they started calling for people to boycott his paper. And I'm like, what? You don't do that. Gloria, we can be friends. Have a blessed day. Thank you. And you don't, if for reporting the news and you don't like it, so then you do that. Hi, I like your ice. Oh, my eyes, you mean? I hope that's what you mean. Because am I cold as ice? That's a Foreigner song. But they're coming back anyway. So anyway, that's kind of been going on. Got a lot of work done, and people have taken things too far. I agree. I think it's time to. Did any of you see the debate last night? Oh, it's awful. It was just awful. People picking on each other, yelling at each other. It was just, I'd love to listen to you, but you echo. Oh, you know why? Because I forgot to put my headphones on. Thank you, Melissa. I will put the headphones on, and that should make it better. There. Is that better, Melissa? That should be better. LOL, I'm sorry. So anyway, it is my Friday night. It is Thursday for you, probably, but it is my Friday night. And I got a lot of work done. The debate was awful, and Newsom interview was ridiculous. I did not see the Newsom interview. Did any of you? It's not you, it's her. Oh, okay, Ryan, so everything's fine. I put these on anyway. Beautiful art on the wall. Thank you. A Native American made that for me. She's a very nice lady. Hey, JJ, happy Friday night. Time to pick up the side, other right, and good, not wrong, and bad. I think I know what you're saying, user over there. I think I do know what you're saying. Do you guys try to meet people outside your circle? Any of you? I did a little video this morning, and I find in my life, okay, so just for the record, so everybody, can understand, and I don't have any problem telling you this, we all struggle with things. I struggle with some mental health stuff. I get depressed fairly easily. There's people with much worse depression than I have, but my depression is my depression. So what's bad for me is bad for me. And how do I have such beautiful hair? Just born with it. And I take care of it. You are not depressed. I'm not now. but most people aren't always depressed. Hi, Cece. So for me, the best way to do that is to get out of my skin. And I think when I get depressed is when I start kind of thinking on about me and worried about what's happening to me. And when I take that out and start putting it on other people, it's amazing when I start helping other people, that kind of takes that away. I have to take vitamin D and get social. JJ, I do the vitamin D every day too. And vitamin D, you guys, here's the other thing that I think, there's starting to be some COVID cases coming up, and exercise helps a lot. It does. That's my drug of choice, is exercise. I mean, I work out way more than I should, but it keeps me sane. When you dwell on others, you forget yourself. I love that. Stay off his chat if you don't have anything nice to say. Stay off whose chat? I have ADHD. Do you really? Okay, yeah. A lot of comedians are depressed. Yeah, a lot of people in the entertainment world are. And yeah, I don't know what the correlation is there. Thanks, Lena. But I start focusing on other things and other people. The other thing we're starting to talk about here is that the COVID's coming back, some flus are coming back. And what bothers me about all that is, why don't we focus on some stuff? What was one of the things that we know that can prevent us from having a horrible reactions to the flu, just any kind of flu, is to be healthy, and we don't talk about that in our country. The biggest comorbidity for people with COVID was obesity. So why don't we, instead of getting people all scared, why don't we start saying, okay, let's all get together and get healthy. Should we get healthy together? Let's all get up off the couch, go start walking, join a gym, do something, because that's going to be effective in you. And eat right, like Dawn says. Vitamins D, vitamin C, start doing some stuff like that to really take care of ourselves. And I wonder how the flu would affect us at that point. You're going to be much healthier. I used to hardly ever get the flu because I was so healthy that way. But it's so easy to focus on a pill or, a V8X and all that other stuff, rather than going, hey, they're doing the hard work of getting healthy. Because, I've had people accuse me because of my position on some things that I'm anti this and anti that, and I'm not. I am pro. What I'm anti is people not giving people good information, the best information. And the best thing we could do for our culture, not just for COVID, but for their overall health, is that they start eating right. Quit eating the crap off the. You don't need cereal, Captain Crunch. Oh my gosh. Oh yes. And Vicky over here says good sleep. I'm not that good at that. That's something I gotta work on. But I have a hard time sleeping. But the more friends I get, the better I get at that. But if we were more healthy, that would be a huge difference. Make your own food. Don, exactly. What's so sad is people really, what they tell you, the experts will tell you, is if you want to understand where the good food is, shop on the outside of the market. Fruits, vegetables, meats, fresh vegetables, all that kind of stuff's on the outside. When you get on the inner aisles, you're getting into Kraft macaroni and cheese, Hamburger Helper, all that stuff that is absolutely horrible for you. With calories, it's full. You need something. You need fresh food, and it drives me crazy. So I'm hoping to kind of just through my social media, take people on that little journey and maybe have that kind of discussion with folks. Thank you, Care Bear. I appreciate that. Eating clean is important. It's true. And I don't think you have to be, anal about it. Just eating good food. And you can splurge sometimes. You got to have dessert once in a while, or some chips or something like that. But it kind of concerns me though. So what else is on your mind? Good evening, you ethereal creature. Oh, no. Processed food is gross. Yep. You guys, I'm just going to be reading comments from people that they're writing on here, so you might not know. Eat clean, no food from bags or boxes, no condiments, sodas, dressings. I feel much more not toxic. Yeah, it really does help your body when you start cleaning out some of that stuff. And you don't have to go on a fad diet. don't take every carb out of your diet. You need carbs. Pie, you love nuts. What's your favorite nut? What did you think of last night's debate? I thought it was stupid. I was appalled, actually. I thought everybody was just trying to showboat each other. That's my opinion. I don't think anybody won, and I know who didn't win overall is the American people. We lost because all we have to pick from is that. You like walnuts? I like walnuts, but my favorite would probably be almond or pistachio. I'm healthier than I've ever been, and I'm 67 on October 4th. Care Bear, that's awesome. Hi, Howard. I'm good. I'm doing good over here. Yeah, but when doctors would have to take a pay cut if they all got healthy. Yeah, it was kind of funny. I take a lot of supplements. I do creatine, so I do that. I do, what is another thing that I take? I take creatine every morning. I do protein powders. How old am I? I'm 64. And no respect exactly why DC is so dysfunctional. Yeah, so we're going to be back and forth between the debates and the other stuff. Oh, it's hard because I don't want to become apathetic. You look fabulous. Well, thank you. And thank you for not saying for 64. Everybody has to finish the sentence for 64. I need your hair. James, I can't give it up, man. I'm sorry. Have you watched Blue Zone? It's an interesting documentary on health. I'll look it up. I will. What brand of cereal are you taking? What brand of creatine? Mountain Ops. I'm pretty healthy and I'm 87. What? Seriously? That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Care Bear, you are older than me. Don's 56. My son said creatine is not for me. Why? I don't know why. Some people have trouble with their stomachs with it. I don't. I tolerate it really well, but you gain weight a little bit with it, but I've gained muscle. So, I mean, you're probably thinking that, wow, that guy's a stud. Oh, age is just a number. No, it's not. But it does get harder as you get older. Don't you find that? Most people who are older. And then I look at this screen and I'm going, wow, you got some big wrinkles on your forehead. But you know what's nice? How's your evening? Laurel, it's going really well. My day's gone really well. Got a lot done today. I had a heart attack 15 years. Don, you did? Wow. Age is a state of mind, says Cloverdale, or Clover Skies, sorry. So how do you fight feeling old? That would be my question back to you. Doesn't it give water in your muscles? Yeah, James, it puts water in your muscles so you get bigger muscles, but you also can work out better. It also has some clarity of mind. Now, some of you may question that part when it comes to me, but it's supposed to give you, hey, Miss Davis, it's supposed to give you clarity of mind. You check with your doctor before you do anything, or whoever, but I do protein powder and I do that. I don't eat many dairy products. Stop saying older, I'm 64. Creatine, yeah. And there's been so many tests. It's like one of the most tested substances or supplements out there. And, they've disproven stuff with kidneys and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I really like it. And, like I said, you got to be ready because it's going to put some weight on you. And it's kind of scary at first because is your son the comedian? No. Who are you thinking of, Mel? My son, the comedian. Is there a dancer who's a comedian out there? Because they can't be as funny as me. Oh, man. So what else is going on in the world what makes you happy? I'd love to know that. Oh my God, what beautiful eyes. Thank you, man. And tiny dancer, no, Tate, there's nothing tiny about this dancer. Please say age doesn't matter. Trying to get out of bed is our age. Age doesn't matter. Love goes around the world. What? I don't know. Making others happy makes me happy. Oh, okay. Dancing. Okay, so now people are answering. You guys over here on Facebook and the others, what makes you happy? That's what we're asking people tonight. Gosh, everybody's really kind of clean tonight and being pretty careful. Skincare, I just wash it and I use a cheap solution my wife gave me. But I'm 64. But yeah, nothing special. My almost 7-year-old granddaughter, in fact, all my grandbabies. I don't have any of those yet. Invite. I don't usually, like, some people ask to be invited on to do the show with me, but I don't do that anymore because it doesn't hardly ever work out. Um, well, Betty, thank you. I'm going to go home and tell my wife that you said that she's lucky, because I want her to be convinced of that. Active outdoors, going anything, writing a book. Yeah, I like to write. I love to write. That's one of the things that it's kind of my mental health as well. And I love working out. Gosh, Vicky, you got 24 grands and 17 great grands. Wow, that's a lot. How are you 64 and have more hair than me? Lost my hair at 18. Is that why you call yourself the White Moon? Do you have any nice single friends? None. They're all mean. They're horrible people. I'm trying to learn to write. Well, just start doing it. That's the journaling is paramount. I like what Don's saying. If you want to learn to write, sit down and just start writing. Don't worry about punctuation. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Just start writing. And that is how you become a writer. You know, the other thing is, don't let people tell you. I was told when I was in school by a creative writing teacher, I took a class and she said, thank you, Paula. She said, you're not a very good writer. Well, I won the Best News Writing Award in Western Oregon 15 years in a row. So it wasn't technique. It was because I wrote from my heart. And I think if more of us, hi Michelle, did things from our heart instead of our head. I'm having problems with this today. I have a friend and lives a different life than I do. And sometimes there's things come up that I don't understand and it kind of scares me. And I'll ask a question because I'm so used to protecting myself. And then my question ends up hurting my friend. And that's, you know, and it's this dance you have to do in life. And what I like about all of that is that at 64, I'm still learning that I've got a long way to go to understand, one, me, and number two, the impact that I have on other people. Seth, my wife is, how old is Kathy? I think she's 61. But it's interesting because it challenges you, and then you realize when you come into, hey, Braden, when you come into a different world, Philomath is in the house. You just, yeah, I love to grow. Do you guys like to grow? I don't mind challenges. I talked to a philosophy professor when I was a reporter. And he said, Rick, I think the meaning of life is to learn to be comfortable with discomfort. And that always stuck with me because I think the world wants us to be comfortable and they want us to, the whole idea is you get your house, you get this, and everything's wonderful. And my wife and I now, we've moved into a house here in a wonderful little place. The house is huge. And we just want less. We want to move out and go travel around the country and do this with strangers and people like you and do all kinds of stuff like that. I don't want my life today. I don't want my life tomorrow to look like it does today. I want to always be moving forward, and I don't want to move backwards. And hey, Tom, how you doing? I feel like sometimes I spent too much time doing one job and that I went backwards and stuff. And then I had cancer. And do you guys care if I just don't comment on everything you're saying? Because I just kind of want to talk, if that's okay with you. And if I don't have eye contact with everybody. But when I found out I had cancer, I was super scared. I wasn't afraid I was going to die. I was afraid I'd never have it again. Because prostate cancer can do that to you. And so I found a treatment, everything works. But what died, I didn't die with the cancer, but what did die was a big chunk of Rick Dancer. And now what is interesting about my life right now, like just an hour ago, is now I'm seeing parts of my life that still need to die. And that's kind of humbling because you think at 64 that I'd be there. But at 64, I just realized that I got a long way to go, but I'm working on it. That's the good thing. I never give up. I never stop. I'm not going to stop until I die of trying to be the man that God wanted me to be. And I'm still discovering that. I'm still working on it. I'm still listening. I mess up a lot. But I think if you dig in and you're open to people, I had a guy this week. So I'll tell you this little story. So he comes, I have an office and he bangs on the window. And I motioned to come in. He looks like a homeless guy. And he walks in and I said, "What can I do for you?" And he goes, he was deaf and he was selling these little keychains that he makes. They're $3. And he came in my office and I said, "Do you read lips?" And he said, "No." He went, because he can't talk. And so I know just enough sign language to be dangerous. And so I said, and I know some signs because my brother-in-law speaks with sign language. And I said, what's your name? And he spelled out Neil. And I said, "My name is Rick." And he got this big smile on his face because I have a feeling that nobody communicates with him. And all of a sudden he sees somebody trying to communicate and talk his language. And we had a struggling conversation, and he had this smile on his face when he walked out the door. And then the next day I see the woman who runs our office building, and she says, "I saw him walk by and he was all hunched over. And then later on, I saw him walk out of your office and it was like he was a new man. He had his shoulders up and he was walking real straight and firm." And she says, and I thought to myself, "What happened?" And then she said, "Then I read your blog and I realized that he was that excited because someone had listened to him." Do you ever feel like that? Like is somebody really listening to me? Do they know me? Do they know who I am? Do they care? Are they just being nice? Is this just another moment at a cocktail party? Paul, it is amazing what one person can do. And see, I think we can all do that. It is like therapy. I think that's the secret to getting out of this. I feel like a lot of people are stuck, even me, are kind of stuck in the pandemic. And thank you. Are you divorced? No, I'm not divorced. I think we're stuck in the pandemic and I am struggling to find a way out. I can't live like that. You know what I mean? Like in fear. I don't do fear. My fear would be that I'm stuck, that we never talk again, I am married, been married for 40 years. And that would be my fears, that we never get out of this and start talking again. So my new buddy, Chase, is kind of helping me figure some new things out, which is really fun and interesting. And the dance of life becomes not hurting people's feelings as you're discovering things and making sure that it's all kind of even Steven. But life isn't very even, not at all. Because he's got stuff he's got to deal with and I got stuff I got to deal with. So, and that's how, life is, marriages are, friendships are. But if we stop working together or talking to each other, where are we going to be? Just driving, starting to volunteer. That's awesome. Yeah, if you get out there and do that, don't we all? Yeah, we all do. I like having PTSD from the last few years. Clover Skies, I 100% agree. I've had people in the therapy community tell me the people they're talking to, it is like having PTSD. Now, I'm not equating that with going to war or anything like that. I'm just saying it is being equated with PTSD. Hold on. Oh, decline. And firm believer, treat people how you want someone else to treat you and be loved. I agree with you. I was married 47 years and he passed away in his sleep oh, wow, Care Bear, I'm sorry. Is the hairpiece synthetic fiber or human hair? My hairpiece is actually real human hair. What I do is I have a mortician in town, and every time somebody passes away, I go down to him and he transplants the dead person's hair onto my head. And then I go to my barber, and the good thing is I just get a haircut, and until the hair falls out, I don't have to get another haircut because it doesn't grow because it's already dead. But the weird part about that is sometimes I start thinking, like I'll call my wife Mary and I find out that the dead guy's wife's name was Mary. Isn't that weird? Or I'll start, I'll be doing something and I see myself as Fred or Bill in the mirror. And it's like, oh my gosh, I really am that guy. Sometimes I'll be with my wife and she's like, who are you? So, yeah. But thank you for asking that very good question about my hair. Now, I'm going to assume that most of you know that I'm kidding, right? God, why do people ask me if that's a hair? Uh-oh. Some of the comments have been filtered to protect the community's experience. I have a feeling someone didn't like the mortician is doing a great job. Thank you, Cloverskin. Somebody didn't like my answer. That's too bad. Well, when you ask silly questions, you get silly answers, don't you? We get some weird people on here. Is that a Simpson episode? Seriously? Wow. I was like, what? Yeah, some people are going, you know what I should do is just not say that I'm kidding. Hey, Jamie, how are you? And just not say that I'm kidding. So let me ask you guys a question. And those on Facebook, it's kind of weird, but do you hang out more on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook? Or YouTube? What are your favorite channels? Because I'm seeing fewer and fewer people on Facebook, and I understand it. I mean, I get it. It's just a toxic world. And at least on TikTok, I mean, you get people from all over the world. It's not micromanaged as much. I don't like the way the company treats it. I got a warning the other day just for being on there because they said I was harassing someone, but I was teasing back. And then all of a sudden that turned into harassment. So I don't know how that all works, but you should put in writing up above your head, that's not a hairpiece, so people will stop asking. You know what I was going to do? You tell me what you think of this idea. Do you think, what if we did a drinking game and every time somebody mentions my hair, my eyes, or my beard, you have to take a shot? Hi, Argentina. Don't you think that'd be fun? Would you watch more? Would you like that? I think that would be kind of fun. I have work tomorrow. Buddy, I have work tomorrow. Oh, so you can, well, Chase, come on, grow up. You can play with it. No. With the game. I'm not trying to be an alcoholic. Oh, well, you could take a, you know what we could do? We could challenge people. How about if it was every time they said something about my hair, my beard, or my eyes, you had to take a shot of kaopectate? I know. That's kind of sick, actually. Why do I even bring that up? I'm going to get in trouble. Invite. Oh, hell no. Where are you? I do not know. I am in Montana. I'm in Townsend, Montana. My eyes are beautiful. Thank you. I don't know how to say your name, but I appreciate that. I'm glad some of you are really getting the jokes because that makes me feel a lot better. But we're not having a lot of harassment tonight, which is unusual. Chase, I think we talked about that, and maybe it just kind of went away. Are you a model? I have done some. I used to be a TV news anchor, but I have done some modeling. I wouldn't mind doing more of that. I think salmon is your color. Oh God, something fishy about that comment. Salmon is my color, huh? Yeah. Oh, Larice, you've been sober for 45 years. Congratulations. We'll make up a different game for you. You'll have to drink Pepsi or something. Oh, Filthy Rich Baller. That's a great name. And you love toupees? Do you have one? I got to be careful. Don't want to offend anyone. LOL, I'm drinking. Smell. That's better. Okay, yeah. It's way more fun when you offend people. Because do you know what I believe? Olive juice. Yeah, you could do olive juice. I think to be offended is a choice. You choose to be offended. You don't have to be offended. You get to choose to be it. You like my shirt? Oh, yeah. Isn't that awesome? Chase likes my shirt too, don't you, buddy? People are too sensitive. They are. Tell us about your art on the wall. That's a friend of mine who's Native American, and she made that for me. You want us to make this little spicer up in here? We can do that. Make it a little spicier? Sure, spice it up. Is your hair real? No, we already had that story though. So I'm sorry you missed out. And yeah, it was a great story. You guys, you have to pick up your comments over here because it's coming all from TikTok right now. Yeah, it's really nice. She did a really good job on that. She made that for me, and she made one, and I had it at home too. Oh, drink. Yeah. Lol. Filthy Rich Baller, would you help the students at FSU whose church burnt down? What are you talking about, Alexander? Team Chevy or Team Ford? I have a Toyota. I have two Toyotas. Has it been wind tunnel season? Captain Scotty, are you making fun of my hair? You guys have to take a drink. That was a hair comment. Oh, do you have recommendations for zinc free denture adhesive? Oh, you're back. Roo, it's so good to have you here. Now the people that are agitators are coming. There we go. I knew they'd show up. It just happens, you know. You guys, liquid IV. There you go. We'll give you those treatments where they put the water in your veins. Are you trying to rebuild what? My hair? Oh boy, Ruru. Yeah, watch him. You obviously don't know about the wind in Livingston. Oh, I do. Yeah. Has it been windy today? We have wind here in Townsend too, but the wind in Livingston is horrible. Do you live there? I'm just trying to agitate this inflation so the inflation comes down. Oh, that's your plan, El Plaza. Wow. Tell me when it works, okay? Are you in the Biden administration? If you build it, they will come. No, we are trying to rebuild our church. Oh, in where? How many conversations do we have going on here? What do you do for a living? This. How far are you from Alberta border? I don't know. I'd have to Google it. And my phone is right now, you're on it. Post Montana mountain pictures for me to practice painting. Oh, they're all over my website. Oh, what is that? Another dark, just saying someone mentioned hair. Uh-oh. Another hair comment. Everybody take a drink of whatever it is you're drinking. Mark Young says, you're a handsome man. Mark, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad people don't come on here and say you're an ugly man. Somebody asked me one day, what do you think when men say that you're handsome? I said, I take it as a compliment. What if some dude came on here and said, dude, you are one ugly bear? I don't think I'd like that. So it doesn't offend me. Mark, You mentioned hair. Oh God, another drink, everybody. Mark Young just mentioned hair. We haven't had a lot of BEARD comments tonight, though, have we? Ugh. T-Gun is just like wasted now. White hair is wisdom. Aren't you blessed? I am the wisest guy you know. Everyone is going to be wasted. Well, as long as you're home and in your beds, you're fine. I can't keep up. You're going to have to. That's the name of the game. You show up. We don't have any wimps here. What about blue eyes? Oh, God, eyes is another one. I'll be in Montana Sunday. My wife says my eyes aren't as blue. So we have to fight. Captain Scotty, I'll take you on. So how big are you? Do you have bigger biceps than me? Not that I'm comparing, but if we're going to have a fight, I need to know. You're going cross-eyed from all the beer. I don't get to play in that game. I have to be here to control you people. You have a nice voice. Well, thank you. I wish my husband had the head of hair. Have you been suntanning? Uh-oh, I've been caught. I don't suntan. I don't go lay in the sun. But when I'm in the sun, I have this bad habit of having to be practically naked. So I have to run with just shorts on and my shoes. So I go out and I take off my shirt and then I get brown. So yeah, I'm guilty. And my dermatologist told me I was doing a poor job and I needed to do better. Eyes are extra blue and after a few drinks, I should say, okay, Tina, that's good. I downed a pint already. All right, where else? We're not done yet. What color was your hair? It was like a chestnut brown. Doesn't that sound like I sound like a color swab at the paint store. Planning a trip to Kalispell? I would love to. I like Kalispell. I told my uncle, the ex-pilot, and he decked me. Nice being in your own home with no clothes is the best. Oh, I know. I have a friend that's like you. He sits around the house naked all the time too. Yeah, so you FaceTime the guy, and you never know what you're gonna get. Move the microphone, please. We have to pick hair and eyes, alcohol poisoning, if not. We have to pick something else for the next game. But today, the game sticks, so just drink up. I bet you have to something Berkeley. I didn't catch that. It went by. How are you? I'm fine. Jamie, you look better with age, aging like fine wine. Did you guys hear that? Jamie over here on Facebook is a very intelligent woman. Your friend sounds fun. He's kind of a freak. She said I'm aging like fine wine. What do you think of that, Chase? Fine wine. Huh. And I bet you she's not talking about a Pinot Gris, are you, Jamie? She's talking about a fine Cabernet, like some vintage that's way back there. Way back there. That would be my vintage. 1959 Cabernet from Vineyard. Because created some of the best 1959 Cabernet you'll ever have. 1959. So remember, if you want to get old and be hot, you have to drink vintage 1959. Did you bring your guitar? No. Pour me a glass. Do you have some something Parisian? He was born in 1959. I was. You were crazy cute. Oh, Maria. Am I crazy and cute, or just crazy cute, or just crazy? Rex. Semen? No, I don't. That we're not talking about that. What's the brand of the wine? It's wah wah wah. Sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher. I remember that. Nate, how are you? I'm sorry I don't look over here enough because you guys aren't commenting a ton. Over here on TikTok, they're saying I'm crazy cute. I like that. I'll take crazy cute for an old fart. If you're 64 and someone calls you crazy cute, are you going to cry? Or are you going to go home and go to your wife and go, guess what, honey? I am crazy cute. And then in my dream, more happens. But in reality, she's going to look at me and go empty the garbage. Hey, Pam, how you doing? Don, aren't all men the same? I think we're all the same. Well, we're not the same, but we're very similar. Yeah, we're all, we're kind of built one way. There's just this stuff that goes through our veins, and it causes us to go crazy when we see, for heterosexual men, a beautiful woman, and for gay men, a beautiful man. And then we go crazy and we don't think anymore. Our brain goes, and then we drink some wah, 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 and we get ourselves in trouble. Love your shirt. Thank you. I told my wife that my female co-pilot liked me. That was a mistake. Yeah, I bet. Smart move, Scotty. Where did you go to school? Yeah, that win. Everyone take a drink. Crazy cute word of the day. Uh-oh. Crazy cute's the word of the day. Take a drink, everybody. God, we should start calling this, instead of get real with her dancer, we should just call it drinking with dancer. Rick, do you feel you are the same type of reporter now as you were during your time at KEZI? No, not at all. Hi, Cindy. Not even close. What I do now is real life. What I did at KEZI was assigned. I mean, I did some stuff at KEZI I'm very proud of, but it's business. Oh, Maria's taking credit for crazy cute in the drinking game. So yeah, Monty, I don't miss it at all. I missed some of the stories I got to do, but now everything's so real, and I don't think people sit and watch a storytelling thing. I don't know. It's just all changed, and I've changed for the better, I think. News was so serious back then. Oh gosh. Oh, how I'm watching the TikTok. Donna's like, whoa, where are you? I don't know, because we're playing the drinking game, so we don't know where we are. Nobody has to answer that question. I cannot answer that question. I am in a bunker hidden beneath your home. Did you have a beard on camera? No, hell no. They wouldn't let you have a beard. No facial hair. I never had. Cheers. Oh yeah, thank you, Clover Skies. Cheers. Beard comment. Everybody drink. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, no. Daddy's your best is here, Mr. Handsome. Oh, it took you a while. What were you doing? Out sunning yourself? Putting on some more lotion? What the heck? What's going on over there? Watch out for the copperhead under the house then. Are you drinking? I'm not, personally. Walter Cronkite, yeah. Oh my God, no, we can't help. We can't keep adding. It was the 5th grade. I'm the devil's advocate. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, there, more drinking. It puts the lotion on the skin. What? Okay, Rocky Man, I'm sorry. I'm not tracking with you. You must have been seeing her first grandchild. I'm out of the loop on that one. You guys, for me to keep up with you is pretty good when I'm 64. I mean, my competency is, I'm not JB, if I have to say, the big guy, but at least my competency is hair, eyes, beard, being cute. I give up. Okay, there you go. Hair, 1 drink, eyes, 2 drinks, beard, 3 drinks. Boom, cheers. That's what the Beatles said on a Scary Movie quote. Oh, do you guys watch scary movies now because the Halloween's here? We love to watch it. You up here. No, never know what conversation is going to be about. No, I don't either, said Mrs. Davis. Tequila. Oh, don't. Oh, are you doing? Yeah, I guess you guys have to pick your drink. You could be Santa this year if you grow a longer. Donna, you're smart. I was wondering why nobody has figured that out yet. You have a nice white bunch of hair on your face. See, then you didn't have that. Or I don't think we should count. If any of you guys drank for the comments when they said that I think you have a toupee, you should throw that up, because that didn't count, because they never said my hair. They just asked if it was a toupee. So if each of one of you drank some of your wah, wah, wah at that time, make yourself throw up, get it out of there, because that doesn't count. You'll have plenty of other time to catch up. but you can expel that however you choose. Oh my God. Watching the news is an everyday scary movie. I never watch news. I don't watch any news, none. Joke for me, not me. Next. It's getting messy now. Where have you been? This has always been messy. We have had about 10 since then. Okay, well, when you throw up, just throw up one. I mean, how hard is that? Santa Rick is going to need a bigger bag. Smoking in Scotland? Oh my gosh, I've watched your hair over the 30 years. Very real. Uh-oh. You guys heard that? Donna said hair. You shall not pass. Filter hair. Oh my God. You guys, you know what we should do? Wouldn't that be funny if like TikTok started pulling me because of words like hair, toupee, drinking game, promoting the bad use of alcohol on our station. We don't approve of that. Oh, you should dye your hair and beard green to match your eyes. Cheers, everyone. Drink up, Jamie says. Love the style you have now. It's a great look. Well, thank you. I really do too. I like it. Feels like it's more me. You're encouraging us to be alcoholics. No, I'm not. In fact, I'm shocked that you're going along with this. It sickens me. Right now, it makes me sick that you can be lured into something with a game. Just because I have wah, 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 look what you do. No, just pour a small glass. Yeah, I can see how big your glass is. You can do whatever you want. You got to love Scotland. Where did that come from? Mine are green. You might want to get them checked. I'm going to need AA soon. We have that too. We'll do a whole show on that. Uh-oh, here's Roo. Mom and Dad's cat was named Polly. FYI, my something is causing swelling. Marta fell in the kitchen. Rupert, what? What's wrong? Do we need some intervention? Someone said your eyes were green. Oh, I know, we know. Drink. Be Scotland. Scotland, what is Scotland? Scotland keeps coming up. Run with the big dogs or stay on the porch and grow a beard. Cheers. I think Dawn's just being mean. I don't think Dawn even probably is drinking. I think Dawn is a drinking game spy. I do. Does anybody else, did any of the rest of you ever hear of Dawn before today? Huh? I mean, except for like maybe Dawn at night or Delta Dawn. Remember Delta Dawn? But I think Dawn might be a plant from one of my competitors. Maybe from the pot smoking group when they take a toke off of some, when they take do you still say toke with pot? But maybe Dawn, rhythm is a Rick dancer. I think Dawn is a plant. Dawn is totally a plant. Don't you think so, Chase? I think he's a plant. And he's here from a pro-marijuana, get real with Rick marijuana show. And they're trying to get you guys all to think that our game is the wrong game, and then you're going to go join their game and take a toke every time somebody says something. And what are they going to say over there, John? Huh? What are they going to say? He probably lives in Colorado. Probably lives in Fort Collins. That's where all the plants live. Dawn is here from outer space spy. Dawn is an alien. Hopefully this isn't taken as harassment. It's hard for you to understand my response because so I look silly by the time you get to it. I know, it happens to everybody on here. Rockin' Mama, don't feel bad because all of us are supposed to be here to look silly. Love your stories and your beauty. Oh, Dawn, yeah, it's Dawn. Dawn has big blue eyes and lots of hair. Is this Ellen DeGeneres? Charles. Yeah, Ellen is my second cousin by my third mother. That is so weird that you knew that. I mean, we hang out, and do all that, play basketball. You look good for your age. Oh, you're here. Welcome back, Charles. Thought so. Yeah, Charles, that is, well, you must be probably related to us too. I don't know how you knew that. How could you know that? But yeah, in fact, Ellen and I, we grew up separate and we went to different schools together. So we're just like tight. I'm a Holocaust supporter. Oh, Vampy. Okay, Vampy, take the conversation there. That's good. Does Ellen verbally abuse you? No. Why did they think that? Is there something about that? I don't pay attention to Hollywood or anything, but I know she got kind of slapped a little bit. You know what it says when you cross your arms? What does that say? Oh, Chris, what are we talking about over here? Trump, bankrupt, deplorable. Well, there you go. Over there. There's something totally out of the blue. What does it say, Captain Scotty, when I cross my arms? That I'm getting irritated? What it says or what it means. What does it mean? Ellen wants his hair back. His haircut. Ellen wants her hair back. You from Colorado or Pennsylvania? I'm from Montana. I have friends in Colorado. Well, friend. No, I have friends, actually. Yes. Beam you up. Irritate. Oh, that I'm irritated and upset? Okay, I'll go with that. Yeah, sure. How many shots am I behind? 22 and a half. It means confident. That's what I think. I think it means, that when you cross your arms like this, I think it means that you are one tough mofo. When you're looking right now, is that what you say to yourself? Wow, that is one tough mofo. It's okay. I hear it. I don't hear it audibly, but I sense stuff like that off of you guys. You're so easy to read. You guys think, oh, hold on. Someone's talking to me in the background. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. My name and see if it gives an option. Oh, okay. I will do that. Oh, God. Oh, man. Okay, so how long have we been going here? Oh, gosh, 52 minutes. We got to get this thing moving. I think it means you are not interested in the conversation. Maria, how could I not be interested in the conversation when all of my best friends who I don't even know are here? What is that saying? I must be a terrible person. Newsroom guy, huge news, GOP frontrunner, not looking good. Okay, Chris. Well, there's some news. I don't think the whole election looks very good. He is the conversation. Yeah. Don, thank you. Don the plant from the marijuana site. Thank you. But I've got people, and we are watching you. Chase, I have to wait till your name comes up. So do something. Seriously though, what's your skincare routine? Carrie, I don't do. When I get out of the shower, I put this cream on that my wife got that's cheap at wherever, and no, it doesn't do that. And so I just put that on. I don't think my skin's all that nice. See this, like these wrinkles on my forehead. See that, like the Grand Canyon up there? If you look, there's small like branches growing in there. They grow, and then I have to cut them. And they grow little berries on them. And but I had a boss one time. This is a serious, true story. Oh, Chris, yeah, good luck with that. He won't even be alive then. My boss called me in his office when I was an anchor, and he says, "You do this too much with your forehead." And he says, "You're gonna get wrinkles, deep crevices in your forehead. So you need to train yourself not to do that." And I was like, "Who says that?" And then I had this old guy who wrote me a note and said, "You need to put duct tape on your forehead and train yourself not to move your eyebrows." And I'm like, "You're kidding me. Seriously." Castor oil, but it's not going to do anything now, Don. I guess so. Sometimes I'll look in the picture I take and I'm like, "Good Lord, Rick, you look like shit." You look like handsome man very much. Whoa, I like you. He uses pawns. So does a duck. Johnny, that's good. I wish I had thought of that. I might steal that. And Johnny drawing, I don't pay for that kind of stuff. I'm just gonna totally plagiarize you. But if somebody says, "What's my skincare?" I'm gonna say pawns. I use pawns, duck poop. You're 72. I get that. A celebrity told me I have a scowl today. um, that's from Benny Hill. Oh, is it seriously? I'll credit no one. I'll just take credit myself. Another shot down the hatch. Oh, we get. You know what I love? Well, I don't. This is like a little pet thing, and since it's over here, I'll do it. But when you're having this conversation, everybody's talking about this, and then somebody brings up politics. Well, yeah. Well, you know what? Your candidate sucks. Like anybody even knows who my candidate is. I don't have a candidate right now. What's going on, my curious one? I'm a kid. We have been having a heck of a time, but everybody's been drinking. We're playing a drinking game tonight, and you're too late. What's your opinion about the financial institution versus digital wallet? I know nothing about a digital wallet. I have Visa cards and a debit card and cash. They are knowledgeable lines. Thank you, Monty. Yeah, you guys, so all the people over here on TikTok who are saying I have old age lines, Monty says they're knowledge lines. It means all those lines, that just means I'm super, super intelligent. Anyway, all right, guys, we should wrap this up. But dang, you made my day. You know, that was fun. Well, that didn't make my day. I had a conversation prior to this that made my day. But this one was the second part that made my day. So like my page. Don't say the B word or the H word or the E word or any other word that goes below here. Don't ask me questions like somebody asked me the other night. I keep doing what you're doing. I will. I'm those lines. Oh, cross your arms. Yeah. What did you compare me with? So anyway, we'll be back on Tuesday with another show. We do an interview show that night, not on TikTok, but I'll be back on Monday or Wednesday with a TikTok just only show. And then we'll be back on Thursdays. We're doing these joint shows with everybody. Okay. That's kind of what we're going to do from here on out at this point. And thanks for being here. Have a great weekend. And I will talk to you next week. I have to get out of this before an hour or I can't just put it on Instagram. So good night.